All right, man. Apparently, the WBA has ordered Demetrius Andrade to take on Janibek. Andrade pulled out the 168-pound fight with Zach Parker. I knew he'd pull out of that because the money was funny. Um, so we knew he was going to pull out of that. But, so now he back to square one. He got to fight interim WBO champion Janibek, which he should have just fought Janibek from the beginning. Like I said, at this point, dude need to retire. He ain't no longer with Eddie Hearn either. So, for what I read, he ain't with Eddie Hearn no more neither. So, Eddie gone. He with Demetrius Sautier right now, so he representing him. He might as well get Al Heyman a call. He been avoiding joining Al Heyman for so long. It's only two places you can go retire Al Heyman. Andrade is the epitome of how to F up your career. He made every wrong business decision. Andre Moore made a bad business decision. Then he made great business decisions in boxing. You know what I'm saying? He took Andre Ward one time to learn. Demetrius Andrade, you gonna learn, Trey. You gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Martin? But boxing Stanford. This on Wednesday, WBO Championship Committee or negotiations to begin for mandatory fight between full middleweight champion Demetrius Andrade and interim champion Janibek. Two sides were given 30 days to reach an agreement. No agreement is reached. The purse bid will be called with a 200,000 minimum bid. People niggas be fighting for peanuts, compared with what Andre used to make. If Andre is unable to compete for whatever reason, Janibek will automatically elevate it to the status of full champion. Andre 31-0, 19 KOs, has been out the ring since demolishing Jason Quigley in 2 rounds in November 2021. He was due to move up to middleweight limit to face Zach Parker for the WBO interim title on May 21st at Pride Park in Derby, England. But Andrade withdrew a few weeks before the fight with a shoulder injury. And also, he heard that, the WBO said that Canelo fulfilled his mandatory status when he beat Caleb Plant. So they won't order Crawford and Spence and those shit like that. But, so that means Canelo ain't got to fight him for another 18 months, bro. So he found out he never get the Canelo fight. Nigga, my shoulder. He did the Bernard, my shoulder. Janibek saw action back on May 21st when he captured the WBO interim title, demolishing. Who cares? Andrade's promotional run. Well, here you go right here. Andrade's promotional run with Eddie Hearn is no longer in play. The canceled Bible Parker was scheduled as last with Matchroom to act on Andrade's behalf. The WBO issued their order to promoter Demetrius Sautier of Sautier Promotions. Janibek is promoted by Top Rank, who has an exclusive content deal with ESPN. So Andrade is done with he's done with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn was said, I'm tired of losing money on brothers. He said he ain't gonna, I don't think he's gonna get Devin Haney back neither, So I mean, like I said, the only thing Andrade can do is go over there. And Demetrius Sautier, he do some work with PBC, but he ain't no PBC fighter, no PBC promoter. And F him too, because he'll let me into the Ottawa Lean fight, so I don't really care. Yeah, I said it, F him too. I applied for credentials. They ain't even say I was declined or nothing. That's why I don't apply for credentials. But shout out to L Dub Boxing. Lawrence told me to apply, and I got denied. So it is what it is. So forget Demetrius Sautier. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, he do a lot of great work around Detroit, though. That's what I can say, bro. Solid dude. Do a lot of great work with Christian Shields. Do a lot of work here. Former fighter. So yeah, he do a great job, bro. I'm talking shit. Niggas gonna take it serious. I'm just talking shit, but yeah, he do a great job, bringing a lot of European guys over here, putting a lot of good dudes from the neighborhood on. So you gotta respect it. I most definitely, respect it. I most definitely respect. So, like I said before, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he want to do everything but sign with Al, and I ain't really a promoter, but Al have a money problem. Al probably told him, Al probably told him like, nah, we good, bro. We good. You know what I'm saying? You pulled out that deal, and you pulled out that deal. We don't want nothing to do with you. That's what he said. We pulled out that deal, bro, and it's a wrap. So I mean, he messed his own stuff up. And I get him, bro. Don't nobody want to don't nobody want to be making less money than the challenger, but you signed to the wrong people. But I don't know what he gonna do. I don't know what he gonna do, man. And it's messed up though because he older now. He around the same age as Bud. We ain't gonna never see. We ain't gonna never see his full potential. You never gonna see his full potential. And that's what we do know. I mean, Janovic might beat him, but at the end of the day, bro, he probably I don't know. The belt is the only leverage that he got. He negotiated with Lara at 54. It didn't happen. Pulled out the Charlo negotiations with Jamel. Jamal said he not interested. Lara about to be a title holder, not interested. Triple G won't fight him. Canelo won't fight him. Danny Jacobs won't. Danny Jacobs won't fight. Moved up to 68. Found out Canelo won't fight him if he got the interim belt for a long time. So you give up the only leverage you got in the real champion at 160 to go 168 to be an interim champion, beat Canelo and never fight Canelo. So it don't really matter. It don't really matter, bro. So when you look at it, dog, he been dealt a raw deal, bro. He been dealt a really really raw deal. He been dealt a raw deal, dog, and it's messed up. And it's messed up, bro. But it's life. You don't sign with the right people. And when he didn't sign, he when he was on Friday Night Fights, bro. When he was on Friday Night Fights, bro, he didn't capitalize on that momentum that he had on Friday Night Fights, bro. That was his fault. That was his fault when he didn't capitalize on that momentum. That was his fault. And he ain't got nobody to blame but himself. But now he's stuck fighting Janovic on, and maybe you beat Janovic and maybe you get a deal with Top Rank. You never know. But Eddie Hearn watching his hands at a lot of fighters like Devin Haney, and I think a lot of them orders, in my opinion, come from the zone. That's what I think. I think a lot of them orders come from the zone. A lot of them orders come from the zone. They saying we tired of paying for black fighters. They're not doing nothing. The numbers not selling, but they not saying nothing about Triple G numbers. The Canelo numbers ain't hitting how they say they hitting either. Guarantee you that. The Canelo numbers ain't hitting the marks that they need to be hitting. But they ain't gonna lose money on no brothers. I'm telling you that right now. They ain't gonna lose no money on no brothers. But him fighting Janovic, it is what it is. Low risk, high risk, low reward type of fight. He can punch. He's a solid fighter. It is what it is. It's what happens when you don't make the right business decisions. You can have all the talent in boxing, but when you're on the wrong side of politics, bro, it really ain't nothing you can do about it. It really ain't nothing that you can do about it. It ain't nothing that you can do about it, especially when you come into this boxing game as a black fighter. It's nothing you can do about it, bro. A lot of times, unless you like Tank Davis or you make yourself into a household name like Floyd, or you got a mouthpiece like Floyd Muhammad Ali, bro, you're on the wrong side, or you got some type of dog ass persona like Mike Tyson, bro. You come into the game with 2 strikes or strike and a half. You come in this game as a black boxer. That's why a lot of people don't want to pursue. But everybody talk about basketball, boxing popular, this, that, and the third. But then again, boxing is politics, bro. You learn a lot of kids quitting the amateurs because they get robbed in the amateurs. The amateurs are important, and a lot of times it can mean absolutely nothing. They rob you of awards, they rob you of tournaments, they rob you of national titles, they rob you of medals, they rob you of everything. And when you don't have the resume, then you sign as a pro for little money. Then you match made hard coming through the ranks. You got to deal with politics going around the world. Shitty per diem, shitty fight purses, shitty, training camp expenses. And the real dog ass fighters, they make it through all of that. And they rise, from the crack in the concrete, they rise and it's hard. At least you know you play football, basketball. You know, at least at least you know you can go overseas, or at least you know you can bare minimum get an education to make a good living. In boxing, that ain't the truth, bro. Because if you coming in on the lower level and you didn't get the clout in the amateurs, and they ain't rolling out the red carpet for you, you ain't got time to get no education, bro. You sparring to make a living, you fighting to make a living, you hopping in late, short notice to make a living, bro. So y'all want to know why a lot of people don't like mess with boxing? A lot of the kids, pull out of box. A lot of brothers don't even mess with it, bro, because of all of that shit, bro. They rob you before you even get to the professional ranks, and then you got to start off like Crawford, or then you got to start off like Timothy Bradley, and a lot of how many guys that's just as talented as Crawford, or as talented as Timothy Bradley, who went through that same process. You know what I'm saying? Who went through that same process, and didn't make it, or gave up, or just got too much, or they got some bad losses. And Roger can't look at losses and don't tell the whole story. You know, it don't tell the whole story. It do not tell this whole story. So y'all don't know why these kids don't do boxing, because if you don't play the political game the right way, guess what? You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. That's why a lot of these dudes don't like, in their box. There's too much politics, man. The game is not welcoming to black athletes. It's not welcome to a lot of athletes. The same as baseball. They don't welcome. They don't let up welcome black athletes with open arms, because they know they're gonna have to pay their ass. And that's why they want to know why baseball don't never get ahead, or baseball don't never grows, because some old owners, man, they don't want to modernize the game, and the number one step to modernize the game is putting the game back into the urban inner cities. But for boxing, it's a different ball game. Too much bad politics, man. Too many robberies in the amateur system. When they rob you in the amateur system, or your style ain't amateur friendly, you start off in the pros in the back of the line, and it's hard to climb your way up the totem pole when you start in the back of the line. You got to be determined. You got to be focused. You got to be willing to be a sparring fucking partner. You know what I'm saying? You got it takes some luck. Rashid Ellis got put on because Canelo dubbed him. He said, "Man, you a hell of a fighter, man. You need to be signed to Golden Boy." Same thing for Crawford and with Timothy Bradley and Mikey Garcia, putting them on the top rank. Mikey said he beat me every round easy. Timothy Bradley said, "You a world champion right now. Why you ain't signed?" So you think about that for a minute. Without them, noticing Terrence Crawford and not being a hater, seeing his talent, he might maybe never would have got put on. And he got to that level with his O intact. Think about that. He got to that level keeping his O. It's impossible. They fancy you get a loss, and it's like, oh, he weak. He does that in the third. Man, in fact, there was another one. Had a loss. People we thought he was sweet. And he came out and beat the hell out of Dog Bay. So like I said before, man, you want to know why a lot of people don't, a lot of these dudes don't pursue boxing? A lot of the brothers and other little people or little kids don't pursue boxing? The politics. The politics. The funky old politics. That's exactly what it is. The politics. Make you don't want to do it, bro. And then if you ain't on the right side of politics, you make one wrong move. You make one wrong move, and it's over with. Then what you got to fall back on? You put your heart and soul in boxing. Now you got to move backwards and get a job. Crazy. Now you got to move backwards and get a job. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. I already said that, but pardon me. Hit my link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. My Cash App, Venmo, PayPal there. My link tree is the first link in the description. Appreciate y'all. If y'all sub to me on Twitch as well too. Appreciate the love and support. We gone.